Everybody's got an opinion about Bill Cosby being free, Sharon.
Yeah, they do. I think it is something that everybody's talking about because it was so shocking. It was, I don't know, not that long ago that we were just right here reporting that he was going to be denied parole, in part because he would never take responsibility, wouldn't take the sex offender courses while he was in prison. So to suddenly hear, I'm seeing, what is this blurb coming across? Bill Cosby. I think Jasmine is the one that texted us. And then the next thing you know, the choppers are up in that white car, is on the move. He's out. But I guess, listen, when you are legally innocent, because, they said he should have never been charged. Should they keep you for a minute more? The answer is no. So there's just so much to talk about. I just think there's so much that we need to unpack here.
Yeah, like I said, everybody has an opinion. Twitter sometimes disappoints me. Sometimes our own people disappoints me. Sometimes people in general just disappoint me, to be honest with you, with a lot of things. And people have a right to their opinion. One of the things I'm not going to use when it comes to Bill Cosby, and I'm going to be respectful to a lot of the alleged victims here. And I'm also going to be respectful to, I guess I should really, I can't believe I'm saying this, the justice system in a sense. I would not use the word innocent at all. He's been basically exonerated in a sense because there was people don't want to say technicality, but it was a technicality. It doesn't mean that Bill Cosby is innocent here. And I know a lot of people out there are screaming and yelling at the television. I saw people on Twitter going off, he shouldn't have been in jail in the first place, but I got a lot to unpack when it comes to this situation here. Bill Cosby was a guy that obviously for a lot of us growing up in the 80s, he was everybody's black father. He was a lot of white people's father, to be honest with you. He was that father of the 80s. And for everything to come out that we found out about Bill Cosby and certain things that he was alleged to have done, it has put a stain on his legacy forever, no matter how you feel about it, no matter what side of the fence that you are on. So, once again, I know we got a lot to get into. We're going to have Lauren come up in just a second to kind of give us all the details. We're going to have Candace Kelly to give us the legalese. But there are a lot of layers to this, and I certainly want to get into them throughout the show.
Yeah, and I think, you said a lot that rings true for so many. I think when it comes to Bill Cosby, there are different issues and there are different layers, and words matter and context matters. The people who say he should have never been in jail in the first place, it seems like they're right. Bill Cosby should have never been charged in the first place if you're going down that legal track, right? And I think, I'm a lay person, you're a lay person, I think. I don't think that you've been to law school either, maybe. I don't know, you've lived many lives. But I think I understand the legal argument here. He had a deal with a prosecutor who made that, what we always talk about, discretionary decision. And then they tried to renege on it when the prosecutor changed and somebody else won an election. Now, that's over there. So it may very well be true. These people on Twitter are saying he should have never been in jail in the first place. Oh, okay. But it may also be true when you have 60-some accusers, which is what I prefer to call them, because so many women have their stories doubted. Accusers is what I'm just going to call them.
Right.
Bill Cosby may be the most prolific rapist of all time. And, people are going to come, oh, come on, Sharon, all the rapists in the world, and you're supposed to be a real one, and now the black man, you're going to say, I said what I said. Bill Cosby could very well be the most prolific rapist of all time because of the intersect of money, fame, power, and access. At one point, he was perhaps the most famous man in the world. Remember when he was talking about buying, and it wasn't a joke, buying NBC, the network.
Yeah.
Power, money, fame, access, right? And drugs. So that could be true as well. And yes, he can also have been America's dad, a source of pride. White people liked him, black people liked him. We were proud. We were proud. And he can also be what we've learned, a liar and a fraud. A liar and a fraud. And it's very difficult because I am black and I love being black. I'm a woman too. And I think that we're often put in this position of, and I think Phylicia Rashad, I can't speak to her personal relationship with Bill Cosby today,
right.
but I think that's where you run into trouble, right?
Yeah.
If we're friends and I find out that you've killed children or you've molested or raped, we're not going to be friends anymore, because number one, you're not who I thought you were. And number two,
right.
I can't separate in that case. In that case, I don't know that I can separate what you've done from who you are. And that's the crux of it, you know?
And you're right about that, because when you do have friends who have done bad things, look, I told you, look, my father spent the last 9 years of his life in prison for murder for hire. Doesn't mean that love stopped. It just meant that he had to serve his time. He did the crime. Yeah. He had to do the time. Bottom line, I still loved him. There was some bit of support for him to grow, to become a better person, but I could not support
but that's your father.
What he did. That is my father, and I understand that, but people feel close relationships you develop over the years. Sharon, you and I, close, you know, I will support you. If I do something wrong, hopefully you'll support me. You won't, you know, commend what I've done, obviously. But you will maybe try and support me through the process and basically say, you know what you did was wrong. You need to be spanked for that. You need to be punished for that. But at the same time, there's still love there that you can rehabilitate yourself and you can understand your wrongs so that you can correct them in the future. The problem that I have, and I'm gonna push back a little bit on the most prolific rapists of all time, because I think Harvey Weinstein would like to have a word with you when it comes to that. And that's going to also affect.
But was he as famous? Was he as famous?
Yeah. Oh, but the power was there. Yeah, absolutely. As far as like household names, as far as who, you know, Bill Cosby couldn't walk down Times Square without being mobbed. Access. Harvey Weinstein, the money, producing. As far we can get into all that all we want to, but at the same time, now I'm concerned because of Bill Cosby's situation. How does that affect people like Harvey Weinstein? Maybe it helps the case, because now it's like, okay, Bill Cosby gets off from this situation. Now the prosecutors are like, oh, we have got to stick it to Harvey Weinstein. We have got to make sure everything sticks. So every T is going to be crossed, every I is going to be dotted, everything is going to be done by the books to ensure that if he is convicted, that he stays convicted, that no technicalities will allow a rapist, or alleged rapist, I should say, walk if he is found guilty. So once again, a lot more to get into. I want to get into people questioning, people coming out and saying it 25, 30 years later, and why people are like, oh, if it happened 25, 30 years ago, why are you saying something just now? I want to get into that, but right now we got to get into Lauren McCoy, Sharon, because we got to get more details.
Yeah, Lauren, why don't you tell us, I guess, the backstory, because you might imagine I got a lot more to say about this, a whole lot more, but it was a stunning development late yesterday afternoon.
Yeah, Sharon and Mike, as we saw, he is now home free. Bill Cosby supporters are rallying behind him, and his accusers are not happy.
Mr. Cosby.
Bill Cosby is a free man. The 83-year-old actor comedian smiling outside his Pennsylvania home after the state's highest court overturned his sexual assault conviction.
He just said his heart was racing. He couldn't believe it.
His case was the first high-profile celebrity sexual assault trial of the Me Too era. Dozens of women came forward, many alleging Cosby assaulted them decades earlier.
For years and years and decades, he preyed upon young women.
The man known as America's Dad, convicted in 2018. He served 3 years of a 10-year maximum sentence in prison when he was released Wednesday.
He is a notorious rapist, and he just got away with it.
At the core of the Pennsylvania State Supreme Court ruling is a deal with former Montgomery County District Attorney Bruce Castor made with Cosby in 2005. Castor promised he would not criminally prosecute Cosby for the rape of Andrea Constand if Cosby sat for a deposition in a civil case. That deposition, where Cosby admitted to drugging women before sexual encounters, was ultimately used against Cosby by another prosecutor in a criminal trial more than a decade later. The panel ruled that was a violation of Cosby's due process rights.
As we said from day one, we just didn't think he was treated fairly.
In a statement, Constant and her attorneys say in part, the decision is not only disappointing, but of concern in that it may discourage those who seek justice for sexual assault.
This just sets back victims.
And Sharon and Mike, at least one of the accuser's attorneys, says that she's glad Cosby got some jail time, but wishes it was more. Back to you.
Yeah, a lot of people feeling that sentiment right now, but at the same time, Bill Cosby is free. Thank you, Lauren. We'll see you later on in today's show.